Oh, what you say?
I'm by you.
Other than that, I would not be driving out here.
I'm about to say, you come all the way to Catonsville. Ain't nothing in Upper Melbourne, but yeah.
I don't even want to talk to nobody that live out here because I'm never coming up here.
You got a sample size?
No, that's a full bottle. I think the most expensive fragrance I have was $400, and that was I bought that by accident.
How the hell? It's your boy Two Double King, your favorite Leo Fleeky Eyebrows, just not today.
That is not what you said the first time.
Hey now, I need a little touch up.
I'm sorry.
Touch up. But I have the amazing Frank Grimsley here. You would know him from, I'm not going to say your attributes. I think you got it. In the country accent, of course. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, my name is Frank. I won season 4 of The Circle on Netflix. And I recently starred in Netflix's How to Get Rich.
Frank, do you consider...
And I'm a content creator.
Do you even consider yourself famous?
Not at all.
I went back and had my people go back from before you was on The Circle.
Really?
To when you won The Circle. I said, oh, this is a different man.
You know, different, just a little bit.
Why you don't consider yourself famous right now?
Because I mean, I grew up in a small town in Alabama. Right. I will talk to anybody. And I've always been that way. So nothing is really different. It's just that more people want to have conversations. And I love to have conversations. So
you saying the Netflix checks didn't change you?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I feel like once I get to like Viola Davis status, then you might have to talk to me nice. But I'm not there yet. So, you know, my people support me. And without them, I would not be where I am. So who am I to feel famous?
Did you move up from the South up here to do content creation, or you was doing it down there?
No, I actually moved up here to go to grad school at Howard University.
Oh, you okay?
At you. So I got my master's in social work.
Wow.
I did social work for about 3 years up until it was time for me to go to the show. And I quit my job, and when I came back from the show, I had about 6 months left of work before the end of the school year. So after that school year, I decided I wasn't going back. So
when you went to this show, did you banked everything on winning? That was the end all be all.
Yeah. I'm a risk taker.
That was a risk.
Yeah.
When I seen you, I remember I first watched it when I was dealing with somebody at the time. I was like, I fucking like him. Frank is the guy. So tell people, how does that work? Did you know what the show was going to be about, or you just showed up?
Well, I was a super fan, so I watched it from season 1, and from season 1, I always said that I would be on the show, or that I wanted to be on the show. And I was like, okay, well, they already did season 1. I don't know if they're going to really do a season 2. So season 2 came out, and I was like, oh, well, hold on now. Y'all done got to season 2, and then y'all still ain't called me. So then I started, I think I tweeted about it, which they actually put my tweet up in how they announced the winner on social media. And yeah, season 3 came out, and I was like, okay.
You was a super fan.
Yeah, like from jump. Okay. So when season 3 came out, I was like, I'm about to figure this out.
Okay.
So I started like trying to figure out I can find anything. If I can't find it, my best friend can find it.
Oh, you wanted them.
Yeah, so I was like Googling the producers, production company.
You was on their LinkedIn?
Yeah, I was on everything. And I was sending them messages. I was like, hey, I was sending them videos of me in the club with like bottles. I was like, I'd be a good fit for the show.
Right.
They never saw it. So one day I actually was scrolling on my page and I saw the application came up as an ad. And I said, God damn it. We here. Because I started the application. When I say the application is long, it's so long. So I started, and I had been like, I'm a big procrastinator.
Oh, come on now.
So I be putting shit off.
This was your dream.
You said I could cuss.
Yeah, fuck him.
So I was really sitting there one day, and I was on the phone on the way to work one day, and I was telling my friend, I was like, something's telling me to like put this application in today. And so I got to work. I was just twiddling my thumbs, not doing that, scrolling on Instagram, not putting in the application, not doing no work. And I scrolled on my phone and I saw it again. And I was like, okay, let me
stop
finish
playing
it right
with the
now.
universe now.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So I pulled out my phone and did my like video portion of the interview process or the application process in my little office. And I think I left work that day around like 1 o'clock. And I went to Marshall's because I was going to get me some candles. And as soon as I walked in Marshall's, I got a text from one of the producers. And she said, I just saw your tape. I love you. When can you talk?
Did you scream?
Did you scream in Marshall's? Screamed in Marshall's. I said, what the fuck? Already?
Quick.
Jesus. But see, that's why I always tell people, when you feel in your spirit, you better move, because it's your spirit is telling you it's time. I could have missed my mark.
You could have missed your mark.
She could have been off work if I did it at 2 o'clock.
And you did it though.
I did it.
When you went there, you went as yourself, right? Mm-hmm. What made you want to do that? Because a lot of people do not do that.
Well, I mean, I think that a few reasons. I feel like there's nobody else in the world like me. That's just period, point blank. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just a individual personality. I don't know anybody else like me. Representation. There's never been a black plus size gay male on that type of show.
Has not. There are gays there now though.
Yeah. It's like, okay. And there have been gay people that were on the show, but nobody like me still. And definitely not no fat black men. It was one girl on there, I think season 1, she went in, she was a plus size woman, but she catfished. And I'm just like, I love her, but I felt like that kind of pushes the narrative that we're not enough. And I know I'm enough. In any space I go into, I know I'm more than enough. So I knew that I don't have to go in here and play a catfish. Like, I can kill this shit myself.
And you did.
I ate that, didn't I?
You ate the fuck out of it. I was like, what? A lot of people want to know, are the cameras always rolling? Do you never see anyone else?
No. I mean, so here's the thing. The cameras are always rolling. When you go to the bathroom, the cameras in the bathroom, well, the cameras everywhere are usually like on the roof.
Okay.
So they will tilt the cameras up when you go to the bathroom. But other than that, the cameras are always rolling. You have wellness checks where people will come in if you need to take a walk. But taking a walk is literally me walking from here to there and going into another apartment complex, and it's a balcony there. And I can get fresh air.
That's it.
And then my walk is back. So yeah, it's not... I can't just go down the hallway when I get ready. I have to say, hey, I need to go take a break. And they be like, okay, somebody's on the way. Somebody might take an hour. Somebody might take 2 minutes.
How long was the whole thing from start to finish?
Start to finish, the whole process was 5 weeks, but I went during COVID. So we couldn't just go straight into filming. But if you start the game and finish the game, you're in the game for 2 weeks. What a lot of people don't realize is how the game really works. Usually the person that's the first influencer does not go on to win the game. Even the producers, if you were ever to talk to anybody over there, they were like, because I went into the game, I'm big on manifestation.
Right.
And I told myself, once I got off that plane, everybody I came into contact with, drivers, producers, anybody I met, I was telling them, I'm here to play the game The Circle, because it's big over there. So all the drivers in these Mercedes-Benz, they was like, oh, you're going to play The Circle. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to win. And they was like, okay.
And I'm going to win.
Yeah. So producers, I was like, yeah, I'm going to win. Like, I told everybody. Everybody. And they were invested as the game kept going, because
you told them.
I was ranked number 1 the first time. I was ranked.
I like how you just said, if you rank number 1, you getting up out of here.
Yeah, and then the next time I was ranked 3rd. I never ranked any lower the rest of the game.
Right, you gonna pop your shit right
I mean,
now?
I'm just saying.
I asked you, was you the best? He said, I mean, I ain't never go past 2, but
I'm just saying. But I mean, I think it just goes to show, not that I'm better, but it's all power in the tongue. And I think I showed everybody over there that, dang, he really said it. And I think I'm the representation of, if he can say it and it actually happened, like, I can do that. I can do it and apply it to whatever I'm going through. Like, if you want a new job, you can get it. Speaking into existence.
That's all you gotta do. People don't want to put that work in now.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes my win different. And I didn't play dirty.
You did.
I was very, cute, classy based. I didn't cuss nobody out.
You didn't.
Even when people tried to throw salt on my name.
We ain't gonna name names, let you know.
So, I mean, but I think I was the same person through and through. And I think that's what makes me a different winner, because people were like, oh, he's portraying to be this person. And all my friends at home was like, that's who he
is.
His
like, that's him.
Everybody I meet in the streets, they was like, oh my God, you're the same as you were in the game. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch, I can't play like that. I can't fake. I ain't fake. So I can't play around like that. Like, for 2 weeks, like, I feel like that's why I always tell people being a catfish is harder, because you have to portray to be somebody that you're not all day long. And that's draining. That's why I didn't go in with no whole lot of gameplay or notebooks. I was just myself.
And you made it work.
Yeah.
Because I got a question. Her name was Kim.
Okay.
Kim wanted to know, what was your first big purchase once you won?
What did I buy? My first big purchase, I had to pay off My first big purchase was me paying people back. Because when I went to the circle, I ain't have no money.
You went there broke, Frank.
Broke. I spent my last check, like, I think I left in like September.
Uh-huh.
And my best friend paid my rent, paid all the bills for me while I was gone.
That's a friend.
Yeah. And when I literally think about going somewhere, winning a game, you just want a whole bunch of money. And you get your phone back and you got to text your friend saying, hey, can you give me $200 so I can get something to eat in the airport? Like, girl, what?
We just see you.
Yeah. So it's like, when I got back, I didn't have any money for like a month.
We thinking it's instant.
No, it took like 30 days to get the money. Yeah.
Was your toxic trait going back and saying what people said about you?
No. That's my big cardinal rule.
You never watch the show?
No. I mean, I never go back and look at. I think I went back. One girl, she made a video about me, and I wasn't watching it because she talked about me. I was just watching it to just see what people's general commentary was.
Right.
And she just so happened to say that I was boring. And I was just like, girl, you're a hater. Ain't nobody ever told me I was boring in nothing. So ain't no way.
You got a personality online. Did you keep that comment to yourself?
Yeah, I did. I didn't respond. I don't respond to people like that because I feel like people want to see that switch.
They want to see that switch. Yeah.
And it's there. I'll tell me and my friend, we always talk about how we operate in the 90%, but the 10% is there.
That vicious 10%.
But everybody can't get that. Because why would I dig into that bag when it's not really necessary?
But a lot of people want to dig into that when they feel as though they're disrespected.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? Nah.
No, because you talking about me on your platform.
That's
and like fact. I was talking to somebody, and they were talking about how people from the second show, a lot of people were making comments. And like I said, I don't read comments. If somebody posts anything about me, I'll go in the comments and show love. And once I put my comment like thanks or whatever, if it's funny or if I'm saying thanks, I never go back to that post. So even like how you announced that I'm coming to your podcast, I probably commented on it and never came back to it.
Let me tell you how Frank worked, right? I sent this. Frank finally got back and I was like, oh shit. Never heard a word from Frank ever again.
When?
Frank, once you posted that post?
Oh, no.
Oh, it was over. Frank was out of there.
No, I'm out of there. So like 10 people in your comments could have tagged me. I never would have saw it. I'm not going back in there.
Do you check your DMs?
Yeah, I do. It be niggas in there.
I want to ask. And there's a guy in here. He said nameless. He wants to know, are you single?
I am.
How did you maintain that?
Well, I mean, the dating pool for men.
And the DMV is trash.
Yeah, DMV is trash. Dating pool for men that are my size is trash. Dating people that I'm not no super masculine guy. So my dating pool is small.
When you say,
and I also don't take shit.
When you say dating a guy like you, what that mean?
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, the DMV area, especially for gays, for black gay men, is very pretentious. Everybody walks around with muscles. If I go out to the club tomorrow, it will probably be 2 or 3 other guys in there that are my size. In the cliques I run in.
Do you like real muscular guys?
I mean, I don't have a particular preference. My thing is like, you need to treat me well. And
so it's the same standard for male or female. Just treat me good.
Yeah. But a lot of those people, like they're not used. It's not typical for them to date someone like me. And it's also not typical because there's not a lot of people up here that are gay and fat. If they are, they may not be going to the club or not going to the places I'm going to.
You give hefty, whatever you want to call it. You got a sexy to it, though.
I know.
Because I seen the picture and I said, well, okay.
It's given.
You like your body.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people would white t-shirt it out.
No,
you just like,
it's
no.
salty. Oh, wait, I get this stomach in a little bit more. I always tell people I want my stomach flatter and my ass fatter. And once I get it right how I want to, oh yeah.
You know what you would probably be good on? What? Would you go on the Bad Boys Club?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I wouldn't even host that show. No shade. I think they're different. People come up to me all the time in the club. Even last weekend, it was Pride. I can't tell you how many gay black men came up and thanked me and said, thank you for representing us on TV in a positive light. And I don't think I'm a Bad Boys. Let's be clear. My guilty pleasure is Zeus.
So your guilty pleasure is Zeus, but you are not going to do a Bad Boys Club.
No.
Do you not like how they're all? Because when I first started watching it, and I say I probably started watching it 2 weeks ago, I thought it was just gay men having a good time doing their thing. Mm-hmm. It's not all gay men on this show.
No, it's not. I think Prince is on there. Raspy
Orlando
is on there.
Brown is on there.
Yes. Oh, he's so funny on it. Oh, I love him. Like, I want to meet him so bad. Like, he is so funny.
So you say you got an audience and Zeus is just not it.
I don't think so. I think, like, I'm not, because like I said, I operate in 90% positive energy, but the 10% is there. And I feel like somebody on there would take me to that 10%. And
it'd be crazy to see you at a 10%.
Yeah, and I mean, no shade to them. They getting their money. I respect it. I will go out with all of them as long as there's no cameras around.
She said, "This gotta be regular."
Yeah, like regular. I mean, I like to get lit, turn up and stuff, but I have to be cognizant because as somebody that works, I'm Giants ambassador for the rest of this year.
Talk your shit, Frank. Go ahead.
What I'm gonna look like
talk your shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like talking about going to get apples and I'm beating hoes upside the head with bottles on the TV. Like that don't work. Like McDonald's is not gonna want to work with me no more. No. Like so I think about all of that. Like who I am as a person is how I pay my bills. So I have to think about all of that. So it's no shade to them, but they make their money in their respective ways, and I have to make my money. My brand is me.
You are your brand.
Yeah.
Coming from a therapist, you said, right? Coming from that to going to the show to getting these brand deals. Do you feel like you changed at all? Because Frank before the show versus Frank after the show are totally two different people.
Well, not really. Because I was creating content before I got on the show.
Just because? Or you had a purpose?
Well, I had a purpose. I always knew that I could get here. I just didn't know how. So I always set out and had the vision because I seen other people around me doing it. And I've always posted my outfits back in the day.
You a fly motherfucker.
High school. I would do you remember the little 3 collages people would put together? I would have my watch in one collage, my bracelets in one collage, my shoes in another, and then the outfit on the long one. And so I would always put stuff together. So when I got to college, I noticed I was like, plus size women, like they're making money. Like I started following, Instagram started popping, and I started following these plus size women. I was like, they making money. Like they out here. And so then I was like, I started seeing guys make money, but I didn't see nobody that looked like me making money. And I was like, no shade to them, but I dress better than all them. And I was like, hold up. So at that point, I was like, that's when I changed my name on Instagram. I was like, I have to become a brand. My name used to be I've Been Frank 11. And I changed it to Frank in the City because I had just
Frank in the City is so much not MySpace. Thank you for that.
Listen.
Frank 11's crazy.
It's crazy. All them numbers and stuff.
So with all that being said, I know from my research on you that you lost your parents young. So how was that? Who did you go to at a young age?
Well, I lost my dad when I was 5. It was just me and my mom up until I was 14. When I have 4 uncles. Well, I had 4 uncles. 2 passed away. So one of my uncles was living with me. My other uncle took guardianship over me. And yeah, I tell people all the time, I had to support my grandparents, everything. But as far as I think everything I learned at 14, up until 14, I feel like that was what was okay, well, here you go.
That's it.
Yeah, because my mom was the one that was savvy. She had the office manager job. And my aunt, who did not stay around us, she was a big time professor. So my mom and my aunt were the ones that was about the business, keep everybody in check.
In check, right?
But my aunt didn't stay around us. So yeah, I think it was just okay. Well, I feel like God said, okay, I'm gonna take her back now because you got enough to make it.
And what happened at 14?
It was, which is why it catapulted me into going therapy, being a therapist, because I needed a therapist that I did not have. So I just had anger issues. My grades got bad. I got kicked out of band, and band was my thing.
You got the typical story.
Yeah. So It wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't like a regular childhood anymore. Even like when I moved away to go to college, like I moved myself to college every single time I went. Yeah, so it was just, and I don't think it was because my family didn't want to support me. I think they just didn't know what I needed. And as a child, I didn't know what I needed either. So they didn't have any other kid. They didn't. I think one of my uncles had a kid that went out to college. But yeah, it was like I had been doing everything by myself, so it was like I can move myself. Like it's fine.
So do you feel like that independence stuck with you?
Absolutely, and it's still with me today.
You talk about how you moved yourself to college, pretty much started raising yourself. Then it makes me think about the time when you just said, "Oh yeah, I just went to the circle. I was poor. You take gambles on yourself the way I've never seen people take gambles on themselves.
It's insane. I moved up here with $1,000 in my account. I slept on my best friend's couch for 4 months.
Frank, what pursued you to want to take such risk?
I think if you don't take risks, you don't get big rewards. I want big rewards, so I have to take big risks.
Oh, you used to get the big rewards?
Absolutely.
I think that's why you do it.
Yeah, I mean,
you're like, let's go to work.
Look at me going on the circle. What if there's a large percentage of the population that would have told me, no, you need to keep, because my job told me I had to quit. The job that I had been in school for 2 years and got all this student loan debt, the career that I worked for, I always said that I wanted to be a school social worker. So when they told me I had to quit my job, the job that I loved for the kids, not for the people.
It's always for the kids.
Yeah. So a lot of people would have been like, no, don't go. Don't go. Like, you're going to lose everything. Like, what if you go over there and don't win? But
did that ever cross your mind?
No. I think it crossed my mind, but once I got on the plane, when my best friend was dropping me off at the airport to go to the circle, he was like, all right, this is it. Like, you don't need to come back over here if you didn't win, because you're not going to come back to nothing.
You're not coming back to nothing.
And so I knew in my head, like, I said, God, if you just, because everything happened, like the job stuff. And even when you go to the circle, a lot of people don't know that there are people that go to the circle that you never see in the game, and you will never know that they went over there to play the circle because they never make it into the game. So you could have went, and I would never know because you don't make it into the game. They pick about 30 people, because what if I get over there and get sick and I'm supposed to go in first? They need to pull one more person. They have to have people ready to play.
That'd be crazy.
So you don't even know when you go over there if you're actually going to even get in the game.
But you got in.
And after finding that out, had to quit my job. My grandfather died like 2 days before I had to go to the circle. So it was either I had to choose between going to the circle or going home to his funeral. And I said my grandfather would want me to go.
You seem like you used to making these tough decisions. That would have broke people.
It tore me apart. It was like crazy. But I said after all that if I said, God, if you just get me there, we can do the rest. And so when I got there, I was like, we here now. Like,
we here now.
It's gonna happen. That shit was scary as fuck though. It was so scary.
Who taught you how? I'm gonna ask you a question. Coming from a straight man in the straight community, is it innate that a lot of gay men know how to dress their asses off? Who taught you how to? Because you were saying it. You taught yourself how to style young.
Yeah.
Did you come from influences, or you just was?
No. Well, I mean, my mom, she had to wear scrubs during the week. But I remember vividly, like, we would go to like the mall at least twice out of the month, and I would just sit in the dressing room and watch her pick out clothes. And I always thought it was fascinating how she would put stuff together. And I'll never forget, like, she used to have this book because she was plus size, and they didn't have a lot of plus size stuff in the stores. So she would go through the book and she would pick out the stuff that she want, and she would circle it with a green marker, and she would say, here, go back in and circle the stuff you like. And so some of our stuff would overlap, and if we both picked the same thing, she would get it. I'll never forget, she got these pink thigh-high boots with this pink sweater. It was like, had ostrich feathers or some shit on it, a pink hat. It was like extra. Like, if you look at my mom's old pictures, it's like, okay, like, I get it.
Yeah.
So, like, seeing her pick out that stuff, I was like, I can't wait till it's my turn, because I'm going to eat it.
And you did.
And I think a lot of people it's kind of like my expression. Like my nails are my expression. So if I'm feeling like a little edgy, I might get a little, like I got a little static going on right now. But if I'm like calm, I might just get a plain set. Like I feel chill today, so I wore a chill fit. So it's just all about mood. And I feel like before you even open your mouth, your clothes, your appearance speaks for yourself.
You know, a lot of people, we were talking, because we both know Ashley. We were talking about that, and she was saying sometimes people are going to judge you strictly off what you look like. And that pride of you going to take me as I am does not work in all rooms.
No, not at all.
It doesn't. And I feel like a lot of people, especially younger people, battle with, I want to be authentically me all the time. I haven't done anything. No one knows who I am. I'm just going to be authentically me. Yeah. Is there a time and place for that?
Absolutely. I think so. I mean, I just went to Union Market the other day after leaving the gym, and I had on sweats with my Crocs, and my hair was scattered across my head. And I ran into 3 people in there that knew who I was. I still took pictures with them. But I definitely think it's a time and place for everything. I'm not at the place yet where I'm about to throw on a whole bunch of cute shit just to go in Target or the Dollar General or Dollar Tree. That's just not me. I would throw on some shorts and keep it pushing. But
if you need to step out, you want to step out.
Yeah, like when it's time to step, I'm coming. Out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who I'm gonna see. Now I'm gonna still be decent when I go in these Targets, Dollar General, because there might be some niggas in there. But I ain't about to pull out my good stuff, because then I'm gonna have to re-iron it when I get ready to wear it again. It's too much work to be cute that cute all the time.
What does it take for a man to get with you? Like, does he have to be famous? Could be a regular Joe. How do people slide in your DM?
Just slide, but just know that I'm big on boundaries. And
well, they don't know that if they don't never talk to you.
Yeah, but I'm letting them know now if they listen.
Okay.
But I mean, I think just be real and do not come at me. I hate when people are like, "Oh, you famous, you a celebrity." Like, I'm a regular person. Treat me regular. Don't be like, "I love you." Like all that extra stuff. Just want to get to know me, because it's especially as someone on the other end of that. I'm always questioning like, okay, what are your intentions? Every time I meet somebody or somebody slides in my DM. Are you really interested in talking to me, or are you trying to see like if you can get me because I have this status? And so I don't have time for the extra shit, and I don't like repeating myself. So if I tell you I don't like something once and you do it again, I'm done.
Frank, how long you been single, bro?
Ooh, a long time.
Frank, you hard on the men out here, man.
I am, but I also know what I bring to the table.
You ever got your heart broken before?
Absolutely. This nigga just pissed me off last week.
I thought you said you was single, Frank.
I am single, but they still be pissing me off. Cause you will tell somebody something and you will be vulnerable with people and share things, in the effort to get to know them. Cause I don't never want to meet nobody and they be like, "Oh, you're closed off, you don't share." So you share all this stuff with people, what you don't like, and then they turn around and do the stuff that you said you don't like that somebody else did. And to me, that shit just pisses me off because I'm keep it above. Like if I fuck with you on Thursday and then I wake up Friday and I decided I don't want to fuck with you no more just randomly, that's not what I would do. But I'm just saying,
that's petty.
But people do that. Yeah. Like people will switch up on you quickly, but people will switch up on you quickly and not be open and honest about it and keep it above. And I just don't like that. Like if something changes, tell me.
Just tell me.
Like I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that is. I'm big on communication, and I think a lot of people are not. And I'm an Aries, so I call bullshit when I see bullshit.
You are Aries,
absolutely
hot-headed Aries, man.
Yeah, so
y'all fun people until you get mad.
Yeah,
y'all fun as fuck until
and it
y'all
take a lot to make me mad. But when I'm mad, like it's a wrap. And I just feel like I operate, like I said earlier, in that 90% of positivity and all that. So like once I am interacting with somebody and my peace of mind is shifted, I feel like you should be adding to, not taking away.
You posted something on your social media, and I wanted to ask. I didn't want to watch it. What do you call it? HSV?
Hidradenitis suppurativa.
Yeah, what is that?
So hidradenitis suppurativa is a condition that basically your body kind of is inflamed. You can get boils, you can get cysts in the folded areas on your body. So it's something my mom struggled with. I didn't know that she struggled with it until I started struggling with it. And I struggled with it for a long time. I still do. Like I just had a flare up like.
Did you know what it was when it started happening?
No. And the first time I got the confidence to go to the doctor about it, because it's really like,
so like armpits, thighs, shit
yeah,
like that?
Mine is under these titties, and so it's just it was like embarrassing because like I'm already fat, I ain't supposed to have titties. I got these dog titties and all this shit going on up under them. Like, I don't want to go to the doctor. And the first time I went to the doctor, the lady.
How old were you when you went?
I was 19. I started like noticing them at 16, 17.
Okay.
And the lady was like, oh, I don't know what this is, but hold on. And she called every doctor, every nurse into the room and had them like looking and poking, all for them to say they don't know what it was. And that was just so embarrassing for me to like actually get that confidence up to go. So I never went back. And then I finally went to someone up here and they told me immediately from me talking that they knew exactly what it was.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Well, how long was the gap between then?
Oh, it was a long gap. But I learned how to just deal with it.
So when the deals were like, it's just inflamed, just bumps under your titties? Like,
yeah, but I can get one under my titties. I used to get them on my side really bad. I got one on my side one time, like the size of a tennis ball. But I had learned how to, it was so bad. And if you have hidradenitis, please do not do this.
What you do?
But I didn't have insurance. So I had to learn. I went on YouTube and started learning how to like pop them myself. I would burn a safety pin and disinfect it with alcohol and pop it myself.
Who the fuck?
It had to be so bad. I think I went to the hospital one time, and that's when it was so bad that it was getting bigger, but it hadn't came to a head yet. So I couldn't pop it. So I had to go get him to lance it. And my friend had to take me to the hospital. I had to get in her car and like with my arm up, because anytime I go like this, it was bad. But yeah.
So is it something that can be cured? Something that can be spreaded? How does
it's not cured. You can't spread it. It's not curable though. But I do take a monthly injection to keep my body not inflamed.
Okay.
So it's mild now. The titties are fine. For all the men that are wondering, the tits are fine.
The titties are fine.
But yeah, it's like it moves though. It's real weird. So
it doesn't stay in like one place.
No, so like now the medication that I'm on, when I start to run out, my face starts to break out. So if you see like right here, that's why I have to make sure that I have a good face routine, a good esthetician.
You know what? That just brought up to me. Donald asked me.
What Donald asked you?
He said, let's say, do you think you keep your skin clear because being in the limelight, the pressures of being in the limelight, or is it something that you wanted to do?
Well, I've always had very bad acne. I've always had acne prone skin. I've been on acne, like I've been fighting acne since the 8th grade. I'll never forget.
You was a proactive kid.
Yeah.
You was a proactive kid for real?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yes, it was bad. Like, I'll never forget. In 8th grade, Cora Gaucher, we're friends to this day, but I was standing on the outside of like the window and he wouldn't let me in. He was like, come on, Crunch Bar. And that always stuck with me. Always. So anytime I get a breakout now, I always think about Cora Gaucher and be like, fuck, I'm a Crunch Bar today. But no, I think yes and no. It's always something. I'm kind of a perfectionist. So I like my clothes to be right. I like my body to look a certain way. I want my hair cut every week. I want my face to look
every
good.
Week?
Every week.
Oh, that's money. He said every week. How much your haircuts, Frank?
Well, so my barber does these subscription things, so I pay for like 6
You got
months.
A subscription barber?
Yeah, but this is why. If I go every week, my haircut is like $65.
Right.
But if I get the subscription and go every week, it equals out to $25 per haircut.
How much is the subscription?
You pay for 6 months, it's like $600. It's like a bill.
It's like it makes sense.
Why y'all in the back making noise and shit?
$600,
but it saves me money.
And you get a haircut for 6 straight months.
Yes, every week.
Wait a minute, that should start to make sense.
It does.
Wait a minute, I can pay $600 and get a haircut every goddamn day,
and it equals out to $25 or $65 every week. Even if you go every other week and pay $65, I'm still coming out cheaper paying the $600 because I'm gonna pay it anyway. Because I'm shooting content. I have to have a haircut.
This is a fact.
Like I can't, like I'm getting invited to stuff sometimes 2 days in advance. I can't just be like, oh, I ain't got no haircut, I can't come. Because there might be money in the room.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. So it's a part of the upkeep.
Somebody wants to know, how do you go about getting brand deals? Is it the people you know? Is it your page? Is it your followers? How do people go about getting these deals?
I think it's a combination. I think I kind of have a little leg up because people know who I am. But also it is my page. It is my content. I tell people all the time I'm not an influencer, I'm a content creator. I'm not posting a bottle of DeLeon and expecting 50 people to go buy it. I'm posting a bottle of DeLeon and making people be like, damn, that shit look good, or damn, I want to try it. Like, I want to post the content and DeLeon be like, we want to pay him so he can make us like a commercial. That's my lane.
Who taught you this?
Taught me this?
Yeah.
Nobody. It's my brain. Every campaign I do comes from my brain. And so I see it in my head before I shoot it. And it usually comes to life.
Because I've seen the pictures with your liquor deals. I was like, this motherfucker fly.
Yeah, like, so it's a whole system.
Do you have a team?
No, it's just me. Unfortunately.
Is that by design? Because you're just such a perfectionist.
No, I would love to have a team. I mean, I have a team of like photographers and videographers that I work with and stuff like that. But as far as like management, because management would be reaching out to, like, say I want to work with Best Buy. Management would be finding ways to like get me in contact with Best Buy. Versus now, if I want to work with Best Buy, I have to figure out who I'm gonna reach out to.
I mean, clearly that's your thing.
Yeah, but I'm not good at that. So I will sit around and wait. I'll be like, God, I don't know who to reach out to. Send them to me.
And it'll happen just like that.
Sometimes, but it's been interesting this season of life. But it's taking.
Who's the most famous person in your phone, Frank?
Probably Amber Riley, maybe.
How did this connection come?
She watched The Circle, and so I commented on her. I commented on her page, and she said something like, "Oh my God, can we be friends?" And I was like, "Oh my God, please don't play with me like that." Because I love Amber Riley. There would be no Frank Grimsley if there was no Amber Riley. And I want to make that very clear, because growing up watching her on Glee, being a woman that was plus size and black and killing it, like, big personality, didn't give a, like, her character was this person.
For that time, if y'all remember Glee, from her be on that at that time,
the way she would carry, I was like, I can do that. I can. If she can be on TV, I can be on TV. So when I commented back, like, we ended up doing lunch when I went to LA, and I actually had on the same damn shirt.
Did you get starstruck? Have you ever even been starstruck?
I don't think so.
This is how you know you're supposed to be here.
I mean, to be honest, it really does feel like that to me. Like, when I be in these spaces and places, everybody's be like, how does it feel? And I'm like, it feels normal. It feel like it took me a long time to get here, and I'm still not where I want to be, but it feels normal.
Do you know, maybe because you've been here, before the fame and the celebrity, a lot of people would say, oh, like you said, I'm just a regular person. It's not until you get around celebrities or you get there yourself that you realize that's what they do for work. But outside of that, they are normal people.
Yeah, all the time. Every single one of them.
Yeah, just normal.
It's crazy, right?
I blew my mind once. I was like, I used to see you since I was like 17. You just regular?
Yeah, regular. Like, I guarantee you, if you meet, if you go in the grocery store and just so happen to run a Just Hilarious, she's a regular person.
Regular.
She just so happened to be propelled into stardom.
You got on How to Get Rich, was the name, wasn't it? Did you seek that one out too?
No, I actually got on How to Get Rich before The Circle even came out.
Now, I'm not going to say you probably the luckiest man to come from down south.
I'm blessed.
How?
Well, so the production company that produced The Circle.
Because I know you love credit cards.
Listen, I'm doing better though with the credit cards. It's the other shit. It's the going out getting that hookah and the tequila. But no, so what happened, and I just found this out myself. When the show premiered, I had a meeting. I went to do a tour at Netflix, and I was talking to somebody in talent, and they were saying how they watch me on the show, because they always watch the shows before they come out. They have to, and they are overcast, and they was like, well, let's see, he might be a good fit for this show. So I went through the process of like interviewing and stuff, just like everybody else. And Ramit saw my tape. I guess they were probably recording and sending it back to him. He saw my finances and saw like me going out to the club and stuff. He was like, oh, I can tell he's a fun guy. He has to do it. So it wasn't even because I was on The Circle. It was just because.
How much money do you spend frivolously a month?
A month?
Like just going out, partying.
Going out?
Yeah.
Probably now, not as much as I used to. I could go out and spend like, when I was working, I would go out and spend like $400 or $500 on the weekend. Like it was nothing.
Doing every weekend?
Sometimes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because you go out and you end up buying shots for everybody.
I don't know that type of friend group.
Well, listen, that's what kind of friends I got. My friends be like, oh, well, this round on me. And you don't want to be the bitch that can't get around, so you got to get around too. And then next thing you know, we going out to eat.
Wait, that's like $2,000 a month.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've cut back severely.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Going out.
Is it the vibe? Is it the people? Is it getting drunk, Frank? What is it?
I think it is the social aspect of
You're
it.
social for your lifestyle, Frank. What do you mean?
Yeah, but see, I work from home now, so I don't go out. So anytime
You got a job?
I mean, I do content creating. That's my job.
Oh, I was about to say you got a 9 to 5.
No, but that's my life. So the weekend hit. When Friday hit, I'm ready to hit it because I've been in the house all week. I ain't put on no clothes. I ain't sprayed no cologne. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Just been in the house chilling.
I just been in the damn house. So when it comes Friday, I'm ready to hit it. I done worked out Monday through Thursday.
Oh, right.
I'm ready to get drunk. I'm ready to get that tequila. Like, I feel it. As soon as I leave here, it's Friday, if y'all don't know. I'm going to get me some Kiki. As soon as I leave here, because I feel it. Like, it's almost like my body is like, tequila, where is it? It's Friday.
What turned you on to tequila? What happened?
I used to be a vodka drinker.
That's terrible for you. I hate that for you. You might as well like gin.
Gin will make you sin. But I started drinking tequila because I didn't have... Somebody brought that bottle that night. We were having like a house party, and I drank a whole bunch of it, and I didn't feel drunk. And I woke up the next morning, and I didn't feel a hangover.
What's this brand called? What is this?
I don't forgot what that was.
This shit sound good as hell.
I forgot what that was. That was like 2 years ago. But I never liked tequila. I always said, it tastes like grass.
Because I was drinking vodka.
I was drinking Jose Cuervo.
Stop playing with me right now. You ever drink Jose Cuervo Gold?
Yeah.
We'll get you fucked.
Listen.
I drank a double. I will finally tell this story. Jose Cuervo was the middle of COVID. I had a cookout. I was living crazy. Me, my mom, and another person had double shot glasses. I said, let's see how much tequila we can drink.
Oh.
I drank 40 shots.
That's kind of insane.
Listen, that's the first time I had.
You're here right now.
Listen, that's the first time I had prolapse, Frank. I ain't gonna lie. My ass fell out, Frank.
You had to shit.
My ass fell out, Frank. I shit it in my butthole. Yes.
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't drink tequila then?
Yeah, I do. But my booty hole ain't never fell out.
You don't drink tequila where I drink tequila, right?
Jesus, 40 shots? Hell no. No, sir. I'm not doing that. What is wrong with you?
It was COVID.
40 shots?
What's your limit? What's your limit right now?
Shots?
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends.
No, here we go with the bullshit.
Are we just doing shots or are we drinking other stuff?
We can drink other stuff. Boom.
So were you drinking other stuff?
Yes.
Like you was drinking mixed drinks and had 40 shots?
Yes.
You're insane. You call me a risk taker.
And I'm here today.
Jesus. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Jesus.
How old are you?
I just turned 30 in April.
Oh, I turned 30 in 2 months.
Yeah, no, I would never do 40 shots of anything.
Except because I was a party boy.
Yeah, I am too, but I think that's a bit insane.
So you ain't got to judge me, okay? I already know you get your eyebrows studied and I'm jealous because it look like it hurt.
I'm not. Ooh.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm a wax guy.
Oh, yeah. Don't go. Don't go. I'm
go.
telling you.
Don't
that
go.
shit hurt. It's time for me to go back now. And I hate going. And she always be like, you wait, you prolong it, and it makes it worse. But I be prolonging it because it hurts so bad. Every time I lay down to get my eyebrows straightened, I be like, this hurts worse than getting fucked. I'm not lying.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Well,
but it be so pretty and they last so long.
I can't get with it. I can't. But hold on, before we get out of here, I got some more people that want your attention.
That's crazy. All these questions.
Listen, man. Let's see which one. You already answered most of them, but you were talking about, loving your body and everything like that. Recently, tragic situation happened with DC's kid's mom.
Oh yeah,
Miss Jackie O for dying on the table. Do you feel like that? Because she was just getting a mommy makeover, so do you feel like that will either make people still go get mommy makeovers, or you feel like now it's time? Because it's not like she went to a back alley spot,
right?
Do you feel like it's still to let it go, be yourself, work out, or still go?
Well, first of all, condolences to DC Young Fly and Miss Jackie O family, those babies. That's just a lot. I think that I'm a person that I don't think changing what you don't like is bad. I don't think changing what you don't like is a bad thing. I think some people in the past have shown themselves that they went too far with it, and some people go again. I think, to me, mommy makeovers have been very common before even like the BBL boom, and people just want to get their body done just to make tweets. Like, people have always gotten small things.
It was
done.
small tweaks, noses, lips.
Yeah, something like that. So they're super common. That's why they call them mommy makeovers. But I really don't know. I definitely think it's definitely a wake up call. I mean, we still don't know if, I mean, I don't think, from what I understand, I don't think it happened because it was post surgery, where something happened. The details still haven't came out yet, but I think it is just a reminder that it really don't matter what, I don't care what surgery, you can go anytime you're
always
going
a
under,
risk.
There's a risk for everything. But I also, everything has an assignment. I believe God's timing is impeccable. So everything, for me, because I've lost so many people in life, I'm always like, what am I supposed to learn from this one? And it does, and I think even her passing, I took some time to say, what should I learn from this? Like, she's a public figure, she's a mom, and I think what I'm taking from it is, everybody has said, oh, how she was a great person and how her light was so bright. And I think just continue to be the light that I am in the world, it makes me want to be like, you never know when it's your last time. And it doesn't mean she could have been skiing in Dubai and it was time. And I don't think it kind of like means that people shouldn't get mommy makeovers. I think it was just her time. And what can we learn from it?
That's a fact. What do you have new coming out, Frank? Because if you want to see this man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, Virginia, you asked out, but you got Navy Yard, Adams Morgan, U Street, because he fucks with the hookah.
I might go to Virginia. What is over there, Caspi? They be going to Caspi, right? I done been there. That's what a girl on Twitter said, that she had got fucked up at Caspi. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Oh, that was bad.
Listen,
I said she was over there head bobbing.
Do you be buying bottles? You a bottles?
It has to be an occasion.
You a sparkler? Come on now.
It has to be an occasion. So I'm a firm believer, like, all my friends drink. So if 6 of us going out to the bar and we all gonna buy 3 or 4 drinks, we might as well buy a bottle.
How does that conversation work with buying the bottle? Who got the money? How does this conversation work?
No, I mean, so like, we went to I went to Cafe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And we sat down and they had the bottle prices on the table, and the bottle was only like $200 and it was 6 of us.
Oh shit.
So it only ended up being like $30 per person. And we had a whole bottle, took shots, 2 rounds of shots.
Shit, $30 for a whole bottle? We there.
So why not? So in those cases, yeah. But am I going to the club every weekend to pop bottles? No. I think I'm kind of over that.
Did you learn that when you got 30?
What, I'm over that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, special occasions. Like, I can't do everything. Like, when you work for yourself and you don't get that consistency of a 2-week paycheck, or however weekly, bi-weekly you get paid, entrepreneurship is a real hoe.
Listen, she don't fuck back.
No.
She don't fuck back.
And she don't suck dick.
No.
So it's tough. So you have to just figure out what, I don't want to change my lifestyle up too much, but do I have to go out every weekend? No. Like, I'm not going out this weekend. I went out last weekend and had a ball.
Hey, because it was Memorial. Okay.
Yeah, so I spent way too much money.
You did what you was supposed to.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I want to go. It's Memorial Day weekend. I don't want to be like, oh, I can't go here. I want to go out and have fun. But do I need to go out this weekend? Hell no. I just went out last weekend and spent more than $500. Like, you got to sit your ass down.
Let me ask you this. With everything going on with Netflix and you expressing that you was a part of the community, do you feel like, because I don't, I feel like this is a normal thing. Do you feel like TV shows, Netflix, things like that are pushing a more LGBT agenda than what they used to push?
What do you mean by agenda?
So, from what I know about my homeboys, I don't know why they my homeboys, but they from what I'm hearing, it's like, oh, where it's always a guy kissing a guy, a girl kissing a girl. There's not a lot of heterosexual activities going on now. And I was like, well, I don't have a problem with it. It's just these people exist. It happens. It was back then when we were growing up, it was more of a taboo thing. It was still gay people and everything like that. Yeah. It just wasn't publicized. But now a lot of people are feeling like it's pushed in our face constantly.
Well, I mean, I think what I would challenge those people, what I'll say is this. It's always been happening. It just hasn't been on TV. So, you know, the same way that they feel about seeing a man kissing a man, to me, I'm like, I don't really care about seeing no man kissing a woman. Like, that's not my thing.
It's the same thing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I when I have those I've had this conversation with people before. I say, ask yourself how old you are. If you're 27, how long have you been seeing men and men interacting on TV kissing? And that's probably like, what, 2 or 3 years out of your whole life? Think about how, now turn it to me. I'm 30. Think about how many times I've seen myself on the TV screen actually having those type of interactions.
You've been missing out.
Yeah. And to me, now we feel included. Now we don't feel left out. Now, you know what I'm saying? You might see a nigga fucking a nigga, and you might see a bitch fucking a bitch, but see, they don't mind when the pussies be rubbing together. Or, you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Because it's happening. I don't think there's an agenda, and I think if there is an agenda, I think the agenda is that we have to be inclusive because the shit is happening.
It is.
At the end of the day, men are fucking men.
And that's what it is. Always have been.
Women are fucking women, and men are fucking women. Everybody fucking and sucking. And so if it's on TV, that's a part of real life. Like, if we can watch Power Ghost and see
the brothers.
Yeah, we can, you can see one brother fucking Effie. Why we can't see Drew fucking Gordo? Why not?
Why not?
Because it's happening.
It's happening.
But I think it just goes back to that whole like that download life.
Do you deal with men who are down low?
Not in this stage of life, no.
Okay. So now it's you gotta be out, you gotta be yourself.
I wouldn't say you have to be out, but if we can't go out to eat together, what we
doing?
Yeah. If we can't, I mean, unless you DL and you got a whole bunch of money and we go on dates out the country, that's fine.
How you gonna say I ain't with it? But I mean,
yeah, I mean, but it has to make sense.
It gotta make sense.
What am I gonna? I'm not just gonna be your household. No, it has to make sense. Like, I want to go outside. And you're not gonna keep me. You're not gonna keep me inside. So if you are gonna keep me inside because you can't be outside in this city, we need to be going to Miami to go out once a month or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has to be balanced. And yeah, there's no DL man want to do nothing but fuck in your house.
I heard that the politics and everything that go on in the gay communities, it's tough out here.
It is. It's very ghetto.
Do you want to be a dad?
I did, but the older I get, I don't want to be a single dad.
Don't nobody want to be a single parent.
Yeah, so I don't want to be. I want to be a dad, but if I hit 35 and I ain't had no kid, it's a wrap.
35, you a man, Frank. You can have a kid at any age.
Because by the time I get 35, I'm gonna really be rolling in the door, and I'm gonna be ready.
That's
to go
when you're supposed to have your kids.
I'm gonna be ready to hit the street and be in Bali and
Frank,
Dubai.
If you have a kid right now, home, your kid will be 5 when you're 35. What you gonna do?
That's fine if I have him right now. Like, I ain't about to have no fresh baby, and I'm 35, and I got all this money, and I got to sit at home. Hell no.
So, what is new what is new for Frank? What do you have planned?
So people always ask me this question. I always say, I'm just going with the flow.
Frank, if you say you're going with the flow, I know you're going to risk it on something. I know you just all you do your whole life, you've been risking it.
I don't know. I mean, so like you see how the second show opportunity just came across my doorstep. When the universe is ready for my next step, it drops it off, and it ain't dropped nothing off yet. So,
do you want to go into full-time movie roles or television? Is that the ultimate goal you like?
Absolutely, Brandon? I would love to do that.
Oh, so you want to do like reality TV? Like, that's your lane.
Well, I don't want to stay in just reality TV. My goal is the next thing I want to do is like start hosting stuff on TV, like hosting shows, and move into scripted series and navigate the Hollywood lifestyle.
Would you play a straight man?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have a rule that you're like, I'm not going to do it.
Mm-mm.
Because I know now is they don't like black men in dresses or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever the dumb shit
if the
is
check is good, I'm gonna do it.
The check is good.
It depends on it. It can't be no crazy ass shit. But I mean, if I gotta walk around in a little dress and be that, I'll do it for the check.
You know what? I never thought of that until you really put it in perspective that money can change your decisions very quickly.
Cause Drew ain't gay. And he be sucking all that on TV.
The money is right.
You know how much money he was probably making before that? And now that he's done that, he's able to say, oh, well, I was on this show. I made this much money. If you want me to work for you, you're going to have to match it. It's a game.
Mm.
And so you either going to get in or get out.
You treat this like a hustle.
It is.
You treat this like a mean hustle.
It is. And that's why I always tell people, I'm very particular on what I say, what I post, where I am. Because if something happened and it happened to me, that's my money.
Because you're the brand.
I don't want to go back to work. I like laying in bed some days till 11 o'clock.
I like this easy money.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't easy. It's hard.
Can people book you?
Yeah. I'm bookable. I have I guess I can say I'll be in Baltimore for Baltimore Pride.
You gonna be in my city.
Yeah.
After you just talk shit. Listen, you ain't hear that. After you just talk shit, right?
It ain't. What we in Timonia?
Baltimore, 20 minutes down the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Baltimore. I forgot the name of the place.
You gonna be Fair Hill, Fells Point? You gonna be in the city?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the city. It's a rooftop.
I know you going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be there hosting a night brunch. I think it's from 6 to 10.
Oh yeah.
Come out, pop out. It's on Sunday.
So they're gonna see Frank.
Yeah, I think it's a lesbian party.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, Frank. If somebody wanted to book you right now, what's your price? If somebody wanted to book you for, let's say, a hosting event,
they gotta send me an email because the price ain't the same for everybody.
Numbers different like that, Frank.
Yeah. It's different. Absolutely. You think I'm about to say a number on this show?
Yes, I was.
Absolutely not. You just said I'm a hustler. No, sir.
He said, no, you don't know what I gave him. And no, we ain't doing that.
They don't know. You could have paid me to come here. They don't know. Exactly. They don't know I ain't saying shit.
Do you make it a scene? I've never been to one, but the gay pride scene is changing. Do you see that now?
I think it's getting better. Yeah.
Right.
I think every city, their respective cities take it very seriously. I think more brands are beginning to become aligned with what it is to be prideful and be who you are.
Who got the best pride right now? Go ahead.
Go ahead. So DC Black. So every city got Black Pride. They got a city pride.
Give me three. Top three.
Top three. Black Pride or just in general?
Overall.
Best pride. I'm gonna have to say DC Black Pride because we start off the prides. Like our pride is first.
You saying DC? Okay.
And it be lit. Like this year, niggas everywhere. I would definitely Atlanta Pride is amazing.
Okay, of course. I know Atlanta was on there.
And New York City Pride.
Whoa. We skipping San
Francisco?
Yeah.
I ain't never been.
Go say it's the best, Frank.
Yeah, no, I ain't never been. So
I thought you was a pride connoisseur. Like
no. I've been to a lot, but I ain't been to San Fran. But I can already tell it ain't gonna be. I want to be where the niggas at.
Oh, you like black men?
Yes.
You ain't never been with a swirl?
Uh-uh.
You ain't never been with a swirl.
I did give a swirl daddy my number the other day.
You might get down with the swirl. You gonna have an interracial baby. Ooh, damn. Frank Jr. is a crazy place.
I don't think so.
Well, listen, man. I appreciate you for coming through. You gave me everything I knew you was going to give me.
Thank you. This is my first podcast interview in person.
And I seen that.
Yeah.
And I was on your ass quick. So appreciate you for coming through. Everybody check out Frank Grimsley at Baltimore Pride this weekend?
It is the last weekend of June.
The last weekend of June?
25th, I think.
All right, it's going to be a lot of shit shirts, a lot of... I'm going to come to the first gay pride. It's in my city. Okay. I'm going to come. Right. Now, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
Now, don't lie.
I don't know what... Am I coming with you?
Yeah, you can come on.
I'm going to fuck it then. Now, y'all heard it. When his text messages go green, I'm going to post this.
You might find you a bisexual woman in a lesbian party. Yeah.
See, that's why you got to have friends like this.
Oh, right? Yeah. Oh, my homeboys know, like, I'm the best wingman. Because bitches love me. I'm going to be like, hey, my homeboy want to talk to you. Yeah.
Listen, you got to love friends like this. This has been another episode of the Vibes Podcast, man. Your boy, Two Dimple King, your favorite Leo. And tell people where they can find you if they already don't know.
You can find me on every platform at Frank in the City. There is no I before the letter N. That's FrankNThecity. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
That's it?
Yeah. I ain't got no OnlyFans. Sorry.
Grinder.
I let all that stuff go when I turned 30.
For real?
Absolutely. I'm looking for my husband, and he ain't on there.
All right, sorry on my Grinder guys.
Yeah.
Catch us on the next one, man. This has been another lovely episode. And catch us at Pride. I'm coming with the sheer shirt.
Because I'm not coming back to Timonium. It's my first and last time.
I'll see y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all.